There is a provision under the immigration laws here in Canada where companies can transfer existing senior management or specialized knowledge people from an existing company to a parent company or a subsidiary company. Now, in many cases, there could be a potential that you have a company and there is already companies established overseas or in other countries or even in Canada. That process becomes very simple because usually one of the advantages that you don't need a labor market impact assessment and LMIA, and you can bring candidates under, just like I said, as a transferee over, just apply directly for the work permit. That's the most simplest options. To give you some examples, there's a lot of big companies, especially from the US, that constantly do this, such as Walmart, such as before Target, we had a company here, but a lot of big companies transfer their employees constantly, and they can apply under this provision to get work permits. Now, the other one, which is a little bit more work, and it can be done, is when an existing company opens a new branch in the designated country. Say, for example, in Canada, you open another branch and you want to basically have the same business, and what you end up doing is transferring one of your senior management or a specialized knowledge individual to come to Canada to establish this business. So when you apply for the work permit, typically the business should be already established because we can submit all the documents. So you need to have the basically the basics of the business, a lease agreement, the business incorporation paper, sometimes the business license. Along with that, you also need a good business plan to explain to the government what you exactly are planning to do here. The person that will be transferred, again, it should be a senior management from the mother company or the branch. The minimum requirements is that at least they have been working 1 year in the last 3 years in the same capacity as a senior manager, and the position remains open so that they can go back to the same position if they're not able to apply for permanent residency. This program does open some doors for permanent residency through the express entry, through provincial nominee programs, but it's going to be case-by-case basis because you're going to get Canadian work experience. So it is definitely, like I said, to get a work permit to establish a business here, you do have to meet, you usually end up for a brand new company. If the company is just established, you only get a 1 year work permit. If the company has been here long term, you can get longer work permits actually. But for brand new companies, the first initial work permit is for 1 year. You can extend this work permit to get longer, but you have to provide the government for the extension additional documents to prove that you have met some of the obligation as far as it comes for the business plan. So that's a big requirement when you actually apply for extensions. So again, you come as a work permit holder, typically because it's senior management positions. These are what we consider 00 positions, where you can get in express entry 200 points because you're senior manager. Your spouse can get open work permit, and the children can get study permits.